Yes, people, what's happening? Hope you guys are all doing well. So Manchester United have been busy in this transfer window, and during this summer, we've seen plenty of changes to the club above the manager's level, looking at director level, bringing in the likes of Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, Jason Wilcox into the club in hopefully moves that will see an impact on the pitch in terms of recruitment and all those kind of things. And we've already seen some big changes to Manchester United in just the manner that we have been doing business. Joshua Zirkzee has been brought in from Bologna. Lenny Yoro has been brought in from Lille. Those guys have been officially announced as Manchester United players. And now we're already hot on the heels of our next couple of signings, if you believe the reports that are coming through today. Manuel Ugarte from PSG has been linked with a move to the club. The Uruguayan midfielder being linked with a move to Manchester United. And there's reports that he has agreed personal terms with Manchester United. And also Arsenal. They've got a particular talent in the academy under 18 level that's been scoring bags and bags of goals, breaking records at that level, at academy level. I think he scored 32 goals in 20 games last season. Chido Obi is being linked with a move to Manchester United, and there's rumours that that move could be done, and he's agreed to sign his first professional contract with Manchester United in what would be a devastating blow to Arsenal and their club and their development in terms of the academy and bringing players through. That's someone that they would have earmarked as a big player for them. They've been offering him contracts. We've heard Bayern Munich are linked with him, Borussia Dortmund are linked with him, and there's rumours right now that Manchester United have got Chido Obi. So we'll be getting stuck into that as well. Make sure you're keeping it locked by hitting that subscribe button, you're liking, you're commenting, you're sharing. I've already been pretty impressed with the signings that Manchester United have made. Now look, 3 months ago, I didn't know who Joshua Zirkzee or Lenny Yoro really were. Maybe I'd heard their names here and there linked with other clubs, or, you know, scoring a goal or having a good performance here and there. But I don't watch a whole host of Lille games or Bologna games. I know Bologna had a very good season last season, but both players being brought into Manchester United. And when you read up on them and you look at people that have been, you know, are well informed on them, they all seem to be suggesting that these guys have massive potential. And that's the kind of player Manchester United should be going for. We should be going for those talents with a ceiling to improve and improve at Manchester United. And fingers crossed we can give them that space to develop and that room to develop at the club, and make it a place where young talents can come. Because since Sir Alex Ferguson left, Manchester United haven't been doing well at all, really, in terms of, you know, developing talent. We've had some very good talent come to Old Trafford and we haven't developed them. And we need to change that. We need to make it a place where the young talent want to come. And we've attracted Lenny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee to the club. And hopefully we can make something happen in terms of, you know, making it a place and bringing more players in. And we're hearing rumours linking to some of those players in. Manuel Ugarte's one of them. And seemingly he was the next man that Man United were going to sign. Manchester United are leading the race. This is according to Florian Plettenberg for Manuel Ugarte. That is clear feeling for Paris Saint-Germain, because not only are Manchester United pushing for him, 2 teams from Italy, 1 from Spain and another club from England have also been there and contacted Paris. Manchester United with the best chances to sign him at this stage, also because Ugarte wants to deal. No agreements between the clubs yet. PSG are demanding 70 million euros. I don't think he's worth 70 million euros, and I don't think Manchester United will be going that high. We've already shown in this transfer market and in this transfer window that we're willing to strike the right deal and get the right deal. Man United were being quoted silly prices for Jared Brantwaite, so we went and structured a deal for a player that we believed probably had a higher ceiling, and we kind of structured the same kind of deal with the offer that we made to Everton for Jared Brantwaite. There was obviously the feeling there as well, probably that Lenny Yoro was destined for Real Madrid, so we had to shape things up there. But we made that deal happen, and we haven't just bowed to Everton's demands for Jared Brantwaite. Fingers crossed that's something that happens more often. And Manchester United aren't seen as a place where people can come and make a quick buck, like we have with the likes of Anthony, Harry Maguire, spending way over the odds for players and probably giving them huge contracts as well. There's talk about Anthony, interestingly today, that he may be leaving Manchester United on loan if someone's happy to pay his wages. Again, will someone be happy to pay the wages that the former Manchester United structure gave him? I'm not too sure. But fingers crossed we can make something happen there, because we have to get rid of him. dead wood in my opinion. Fabrizio Romano and Manuel Ugarte said Manchester United have agreed on personal terms with Manuel Ugarte. Contract terms have been discussed. Player keen on moving to United, even without Champions League football. Club-to-club talks continue with PSG as more clubs have also inquired. He's got the same agent as Lenny Yoro, who is Jorge Mendes. Now on that news regarding Chido Obi-Martin joining Manchester United, potentially. I say potentially because the stories that are coming out is that he's decided to join the club. But the stories that are coming out aren't from massively reliable sources, so we have to take it with a pinch of salt. But there's a lot of people that are agreeing that he visited Carrington. Some of those people are saying he was met by Ruud van Nistelrooy. Steve McClaren showed the facilities and offered the opportunity to sign for Man United. Now some people are going even further and saying he has agreed to join Man United. Rumours are gathering pace on social media that he has agreed to join. He scored 32 goals in 20 games for Arsenal's under-18s last season. As I said, he's attracted interest from several top clubs across Europe. As I also said, the likes of Bayern Munich, the likes of Dortmund, Arsenal have been offering him a big contract as well. And when you look at the players that we've got in the 18s, you know, Shea Lacey, Amir Ibrahimov, is that how you say his name? The likes of Fletcher's kids, Harry Amas. We've got some big talent in that age group. To add another one to it would be fantastic. And Chido Obi, according to reports, is looking for that pathway into the first team. We've already shown that pathway exists, and that Manchester United will allow players to develop and allow players to come into the first team. Look at the 2 goal scorers in the FA Cup final. If you're good enough, you will play for Man United. The reports that we heard were that Man United had beaten Dortmund and Bayern Munich for the signing of Chido Obi-Martin. The 16-year-old's number one choice is now United after his visit around Carrington yesterday. He will leave Arsenal's academy. Chido was taken on tour by Ruud van Nistelrooy and Steve McClaren. You've seen some Arsenal fans on Twitter comparing him to Van Persie. Yeah, he might be exactly like Van Persie and do Arsenal over and join Manchester United and hopefully lift some trophies as well. Look, I haven't seen a huge amount of him, but one thing I have seen a lot of him on is the timeline and people continuously retweeting tweets because he's gone and scored 6 or 7 goals. A player that's absolutely tearing up his age level at 18s, 23, training with the first team early. He's got to be some sort of talent. So if we can go and nick a player from Arsenal, even better as well. And hopefully we can bring him to Carrington where, you know, we develop stars. As you see with Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho and plenty other names down the years. You look at that incredible record Man United have in terms of academy players being in the matchday squad. Chido Obi could be one of them. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. Will Manchester United sign the young Dane Chido Obi? And what are your thoughts on Manuel Ugarte potentially joining Man United? PSG are asking for loads of money right now, but fingers crossed United can strike a deal. Or, as we've seen, move on and find someone else. Let us know your thoughts. See you in a bit.